So, Oliver, as you were campaigning for the sugar house and everything, what's the history? What's going on right now?
Well, the sugar house has not exactly fared well because of COVID. It's a real shame because I went into the sugar house last September, I think, and it is the nicest it's ever been. Those sticky carpets are gone. We've got a nice big screen sort of in the big room. The sugar house is ironically probably the best it's ever been, and we can't open it. So I'm really excited to open the sugar house as soon as possible. It will depend a little bit on Boris, what restrictions are still in place, because ultimately at the end of the day, whether or not we can open sugar depends upon not technically whether it's legal, but whether we can actually, you know, make it function as a nightclub, whether we can at least break even. That is, and always has been, I think has to be, the sort of the litmus test, because we did lose money when we tried to open with restrictions in place last September. And at the end of the day, the Sugar House is there, yes, as a much loved student service, but also it's something that the Students' Union usually tries to rely on to make it money so to support other charitable activities. It's not there to, you know, be subsidised by the charity. There are all sorts of audit problems. The auditors don't like it when a charity is propping up a commercial organisation either. So I want to open Sugar House as soon as possible.
So, like, what has been changed in the last year, like since you were the president?
The last year has been incredibly challenging because of COVID and 1,000 other things. The Student Union was not in a great space even before COVID, but I think COVID, as I keep saying, dropped a piano on the Students' Union, as well as being able to provide sort of high quality assistance to the students that we try and do. So we've had to invest more in our advice team. There are more students coming to us now than ever before, and it's because of that we've gone out and bid at the university for a specific housing advisor and a general caseworker to really assist with the caseload. I think it's demonstrative of the value that the Students' Union adds, that the advice team is so in demand.
Do you think if you know COVID will happen, will you still take up the job?
Someone would have to. Yes, I think I would have done, but you know, it's not really about me per se. It's just I happened to be in the right place at the right time. I'm sure someone else would have come along and done a fantastic job as well, but I just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and was lucky enough to be elected to this position, and it's a great privilege, and I don't think I would want to give that away.
Do you miss the roses? Do you think roses is a way to connect everyone else together?
Of course I miss roses. Roses is fantastic, and it's a shame that it's not going to happen in the same way again. I think something I'm most sad about actually about this year is that COVID is not over and we can't have roses back, because I want to beat York again. It's really, really important to me that we do beat York. Patrick O'Donnell, the president of the SU at York, I hope you're watching, going to beat you next year, and this year in the roses that happen this year.
So guys, that's it for today. Thanks a lot, Oliver.
Thank you.
Thank you.